So it's one of the most wonderful times of the year. It's not Christmas, unfortunately. It's not even Hanukkah. It's election season, and when election season comes, people who want to keep power decide to just go, bat crazy. Speaking of crazy, our governor here in the great state of Georgia is Nathan Deal. Nathan Deal has won numerous awards for his ability to be corrupted and his ability to, provide favors for everyone that he knows. Anyway, he's running for re-election, and he has decided that he's going to sign a law today. Today being April 20, whatever this day is. So now it is legal in the state of Georgia. There's Georgia, which is famous for, that's a horrible Georgia. It looks kind of like a Hershey's Kiss, which is known for peaches, the Atlanta Braves, and being on people's minds, especially Ray Charles. And it is now legal in this state to carry a gun. Well, it's always been legal to carry guns, you say. Oh no, not in specific places. Now in the state of Georgia, you can legally carry a gun in churches or places of worship. You could carry a gun in, the airport. Yep. So the world's busiest airport is in Hartsfield-Jackson. Is Hartsfield-Jackson in Atlanta, and you can now carry a gun there, which is good because when I think that's a horrible airplane, we have a little thing right there. Yeah. So because when I'm traveling, I want to make sure that I can overthrow a small country, which is good. That's always something I always want to do. And of course, the big reason why they passed this law is it's now legal to carry a gun in a place where everyone feels threatened nowadays. The school. That's right. So churches, schools, and airports, places where you normally don't have to worry about someone coming in all Rambo style, asking why didn't they throw me a parade, and yeah, you can now carry guns in there. So why did this happen? Well, they're going to say it's because you can prevent a lot of violence by more violence. You can prevent people having guns by shooting them first, I guess. Which, I don't really get that, especially in churches and places of worship, where a lot of times non-violence is what's being said is going to help cure the world of its ills. Governor Nathan Deal said, oh no, that's not the case. So the next time you see a picture of Jesus in your church, he may be holding a little AK-47 or something, because America. That's why. And another reason they're saying this is because, they're like, well, if someone comes in and crazy people all the time get guns, which, let's be honest with ourselves, it sometimes happens. Very rarely does it happen because we live in a country that, even though it doesn't sometimes always work out for the best, we have background checks. We have waiting lists so that you can't just be angry and go get a gun because you're mad. You have to actually wait to cool down. We have all sorts of stuff in place that says, hold up, but sometimes tragedies happen. And the reason they passed this is they're going to say it's because of that. The real reason, let's be honest, is because Georgia has Atlanta. Atlanta has about 6 million people around it. It's very progressive, very blue. Unfortunately, Atlanta is not the rest of Georgia. The rest of Georgia is very rural, very, they prefer the term country, southern, Republican, conservative. They're the kind of people who, to be very stereotypical, believe that Barack Obama is truly trying to take their guns away by making sure that you actually should have a gun in your house. Which, as we all know, the Second Amendment clearly states that guns for everyone. Yes, I believe that is what it says. Wait, no. It says something about a militia joining the army, all that stuff. Anyway, and he's running for re-election, and he's got a very tough battle against Jimmy Carter, who it's not that Jimmy Carter who is currently doing lots of cool stuff with Habitat for Humanity and Emory University and the Carter Center and all sorts of stuff. It's his grandson? Let's fact check later, because now we're not going to do that. It's either his son or his grandson, nephew, cousin, some guy with the same name, James Carter, who is giving him one heck of a fight because in Georgia, the last name Carter only rivals the names of some other big Georgia people like Johnny Georgia Man. I can't really think of anyone famous. Wait, the lady who wrote the Gone with the Wind, Scarlett O'Hara, whatever her name is. Margaret Mitchell, that's right. Don't write anything. Yeah, so he's got a tough re-election, and a lot of the more moderate left of center people who live in Atlanta or, Macon or even Athens, a little bit of Columbus, are probably going to most likely come out and vote for him. But there's all this area that like their weapons. And so if you promote that, you're going to have a fun time. That's what Nathan Dill is banking on. But currently, for right now, until the various legal oppositions that will inevitably happen and will overturn this law because this law is kind of sort of stupid, you can carry a gun in your church. So the next time the preacher is saying a sermon and you don't quite agree with what that preacher is about to say, just maybe if you want to change his mind a little bit, point to your pocket and see what happens. Don't do that. That's satire. If you do that, I disavow any knowledge. So yeah, that's it. Hopefully this will change relatively quickly because this is... Oh, Jason Carter! We fact check! We fact check because that's what you do. So yeah, Jason Carter, who has rocket legs and can shoot a three-point ball from the moon, is running for governor. The end.